Keep on rolling.
Hi again. You'll have to click the mode first. Otherwise, you'll start normal
I see.
mode. We're back playing more Octogeddon. Anne's still playing. Now that she's beaten normal mode, congrats, by the way, Anne. She's gonna do Endless Ocean, and she's gonna beat that mode.
I will try not to die immediately. Pardon me while I get some water.
So we're gonna do. Well, it depends on how fast you die. We might do one. We might do a couple. We'll just see how it goes. You did say that you like the town version more, so.
The town version?
You know, like in town or in the city.
I actually like the ocean more because I can keep rolling. In the city, I have to like.
Well, maybe we'll do this for a little while. Maybe you'll enjoy.
All of my just done, I guess.
Oh yeah, we can. Okay. We can afford Lim 11.
All right.
You've only got a little bit of money, so.
I'm actually. Let's see what.
You should definitely start with a chicken. Well, actually, no. You do like tentacle meta, so maybe that'll work out. I do like the tentacles, actually,
because they do damage, and if I'm spinning, that might be beneficial. But I've got to be able to shoot things, so the best I can do, really, is... I have enough. How many of these can I buy?
You can only buy one, and then it'll be sold out.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
Just get all turtles.
So let's see. I'm not sure it really matters this stage in the game. I think I'll just stick him here. Why not?
Yeah. And then...
I could get a turtle, but I'm thinking I'll just keep the tentacles.
It's,
So I've noticed that spinning this direction... This is not any kind of, like... It's not been tested. But it seems like... Oh, I'm dead.
Immediate failure.
I need to slow down. I keep forgetting that.
Well, and you don't have a build yet
my gosh.
that enables you. And by the way, your tentacles can defeat those guys once they appear. But these first couple levels are a bit of a slog. You have to work out. You have to get your first little bit of money, and you will end up dying quite a few times.
So I'm not going to be able to just play this for like 20 minutes and then.
Well, but you have 5 lives. So after you die, you'll start right back over. And I think every 20 waves, you get to a checkpoint.
Oh no!
Just use your tentacles. Except on that big guy. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you didn't get hit there.
You've got to trust in the chicken.
Believe in your chooch.
If you believe in life after clock. I actually listened to that song last night because I know you hate Cher, but I actually really like. I like a woman with a nice contralto voice. Not gonna lie. I like men who can sing very high pitched. I like women who can sing very low pitched.
It's not
the challenge. Like,
per se, it's just her voice
song.
and her music and her.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're good.
Oh no, I'm not.
You're good. You're good. I can't believe you. I mean, that's just how Endless Ocean works. You get all the way to wave 10 with a single chicken.
Can't be spinning. Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
You just gotta use your tentacle.
I know, but it's just too many. I'm telling you, like, this game is the hardest game I think I've ever played and enjoyed because I cannot pay attention to that many different things.
It's easy. You just have to pay attention to one thing, and then 10 things, and then 20 things. Well, and we've talked about this.
Oh no, I'm dead. Oh,
that is okay because now.
Oh, cool.
You can get yourself. Honestly,
I'm just going with the chickens.
All right.
Unless you didn't want me to, but that's just what I'm doing. So
it makes more sense for you to get what works.
I will.
You should also either get a snake or an elephant.
I've never had the elephant, so I'm gonna go here. I don't think it matters this early on, to be honest.
Because when those armored guys.
Should I get a snake too?
Oh yeah, sure. I didn't even realize you had so much money. I was thinking if you bought a cobra, you would have like 70 gold left, but since you got a chicken, you could afford it.
This is pretty good. And I have found I need to actually test this I'm not sure how I would do so, but I want to test because I feel like spinning counterclock is really... It seems more effective. That could just be how I feel.
Try spinning right now, because I'm noticing they're lining up.
And I think that's why, is that...
Okay, so they do seem to line up.
If you spin with... I guess it would probably depend on what direction the particular enemy is coming at you, but I don't know, it seems like...
By the way, if those guys get too close to you, then just aim the elephant at them.
Oh yeah, like I can actually not roll.
You just have to pay attention to that one thing and those 20 things. You're gonna beat my record. My record is 57 waves. I bet you're gonna beat it. And
how many waves? I've only done like what, 4 is that?
Well, you got to like 10, I think, before you died.
Oh, that's pretty good. I gotta stop spinning. I've gotta just be more meticulous. Whoops. Gosh, this game is so hard. It really, I don't know. Maybe it's not for other people, but for me, this is super hard. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No way! Oh.
You would use the elephant pretty well there, totally accidentally, I assume.
No, it was actually intentional, which is probably why I made the mistake. But the thing, I almost wish I would have. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention. I almost wish I would have not gone with the snake because he
ruins your melee ability.
He doesn't shoot far enough. So if I had just kept the tentacle, then I would just be protected, and I basically wouldn't have to pay attention to that side. And
yeah,
I mean, technically,
I get that.
I'm still protected here, but let's see. I gotta put this up here.
Well, and the snake is those teeny tiny guys. The snake will destroy them very easily. Like the chickens, if you're slightly off, then you'll miss them entirely. But the snake has a lot more chances to hit those things. We're doing pretty good so far. When those armored guys show up, you should try blowing them away, because they're otherwise
guys?
the big guys.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's okay. You just got a bunch of money instead.
I know, but I was trying not to die.
Well, I think what will probably end up happening next is you'll be able to get a firefly, and then
hope so. I can replace the snake. I need to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's okay. Still got a bunch of extra money and firefly. Oh, well. I know that it's probably stupid to not buy this. I have the money. Should I just buy this? It's only one hit, but it matters more now. I was thinking you could get the snail, a tentacle, and an anglerfish. And where would I put him? Pretty much anywhere. Actually, between a chicken and a snake would be a good idea. Alright, and then an anglerfish? Yeah, and now you'll be able to reveal
I can kill him immediately.
You've never used it before because you've gotten fireflies. And they do both. The anglers just reveal. I think it's worth it. Do they reveal them as soon as they enter the board, or is it just a little bit sooner? Because I almost want to wait, because I can just swap out this for a firefly and have both. Both the shooting and the thing? Yeah. Does that make sense? I mean, and you did say you wanted another tentacle, so yeah, I say give that a shot. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on that. I will probably regret it, but that's okay. Again, you know, the anglerfish, you have to aim it at the stealth enemies. Oh gosh. No. Okay. But when you aim the anglerfish at stealth enemies, then they get revealed, which makes it easier for you to hit them with stuff like your chicken. And they have a pretty good range. I think they've got a better range than the snake does. So you hit them with the anglerfish, and then they're revealed. Oh boy. I think you might be able to destroy those with the snake. Oh, okay. So that, I think you should definitely prioritize those ones with the snake. Actually, I almost feel like if you prioritize using the snake on these little guys, then you would get backed up by all of the eggs that are being launched. It's okay. So those guys have little shields, and you have to hit the little red dot in the center. Is this
the Endless Ocean, you have to unlock it, right, when you play
You
through?
do.
I almost wish that that wasn't the case, because this is, like, especially early on, this is way easier for me to
like,
kind of
learn.
practice on. Yeah.
That's not a bad point, actually.
Oh my gosh, I got all of them at once. What is happening?
It's the nuclear.
No, I mean,
enemies.
it's not. I understand that. I'm just
Oh, you're just
impressed
like
with
a mace.
myself. Impressed with myself for
You
hitting an
should be.
enormous target.
Well, and the chickens have a special strength
gosh.
against.
Oh.
There you go. See, look at that.
Oh, wait, do they just blow away forever?
They
oh, no, he's coming
blow
back.
far
Okay.
enough away that you don't have
That's
to worry.
amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this should be the first thing that you do.
I want there to be an endless city mode too, because I love the rolling. Like, I like that extra little challenge, but I also like the enemy types. Ooh, let's try it.
Blow my old treasures away, but whatever, I gotta. I don't know if I've ever gotten a treasure chest. I'm not sure that.
I know you've
I
got
missed.
to have.
Oh
your...
no! Oh,
See, look at that. Oh, you're
definitely should have gotten the elephant.
Well, and now you don't have to worry so much about the stealth enemies, because when they get too close,
I can just blow them away.
yeah.
So I can blow them away before they're decloaked?
No.
Oh,
so
okay.
you will have to time that a little gingerly.
Hey, I'm doing okay. I haven't died yet. Oh no! Oh shoot! No!
Your
well,
tentacle
and then I
can
go.
destroy those guys, by the way.
I just didn't spin fast enough. I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Oh, that was very close.
Oh my gosh, I am making all kinds of mistakes. You can't ever get happy. Don't ever enjoy this game or you will lose. Never be proud of your achievements ever. You will always lose. Alright, so I'll just use these, I guess.
I think you should really use the snake more on those stealth guys.
Oh no! Oh no!
Like the chickens.
Hey, I made it to wave 11!
Yeah.
Great job!
And you've got 1,000 gold now, so you're making really steady progress.
So
And-
what am I using? Oh no! Oh no! I made it to 12!
Man, this is like
Okay, can't do that yet.
new enemy.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's all right.
Oh, no, I'm gonna.
Just blow him away.
I
Or hit him with the snake.
So I can't do damage when he's like that, right?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna just go away, thing.
Now, I think that this wave will actually last until that guy dies, so you
No!
can drag out this wave eternally.
Oh, I
there
got
you go.
him. Alright.
Okay, so now you got some blasters entering the
Oh.
picture. Fast ones.
Oh no, I rolled it. I
That's
do that
okay.
every time because I always like second guess myself and I don't know what way to go.
You do a little bit, but you're getting real good at that. And every
Hey, I'm
100
doing okay.
gold.
That's my first
Wave 14.
Hit. That's
You
okay.
are an endless ocean teenager.
I gotta use these things. Oh no! He shot at me and I just wasn't even. It's clearly an intentional design because it makes it harder, but like the orange with the orange background makes it so hard.
It
to see.
does.
And obviously that's the point.
Yeah,
but
well,
it
it's
makes
the-
it so hard.
The chaos has to be. Oh boy.
Oh no!
Those are the
I didn't
super
even
speedy
see him. I was
subs.
looking at the huge guy showing up.
So
Let's see. Should
I think
get
that
another elephant trunk.
I
I'm gonna add another tentacle. What?
I would recommend that you get a porcupine and replace your snake. And then if you want to get another
that?
elephant, then replace that tentacle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, go for
That's
it. I think that was good call. I haven't used the porcupine before, and I think I'll like him.
You will. It's
Oh yeah.
like
Yes. Porcupine is the
super
new
fast.
chicken. Yeah, seriously.
The porcupine
well, they're
is like
expensive though, right? That was
they
like,
are. The porcupine is like
Let's see.
it's a lot like the cobra
Okay,
or the
I want
firefly.
that chest.
Yeah.
Do you actually get it?
Yeah, you can destroy him.
Give it.
You almost destroyed that one.
I did. And
Oh,
then
you
got-
did! You
Oh,
destroyed
I
it off
did.
screen. You.
Oh, I love the porcupine. I don't. Oh my gosh, his little animation is so adorable. I can't stand it. His little hair, he's like a rocker.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, he's kind of like
porcupine.
Graveyard.
Oh, he is. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because that's what I think of. Graveyard is our rooster, as pretty much all of you know. Oops. No, go away. Go away. Go away.
That's so interesting that you're like using the elephant just to keep them still. Because I never realized that that was...
Oh, this isn't going well.
It is going great.
Oh, stop it. But yeah, so Graveyard, our rooster, he reminded me a little bit of Steve Morse because he had this incredible kind of mane, and I highly doubt anybody listening knows who Steve Morse is. I don't even. So you should look up a picture of him. Maybe I'll even post a picture of him or a link to my favorite song. So he was it Deep Purple? He was also in the Steve Morse band or something.
Careful that you don't blow him away with the elephant when you're trying to get him.
That's kind of my issue with.
Oh, okay.
So he's just got. That's not even long. You'll have to look him up, like, I don't know, 1984 or something. He's got this cool instrumental called Cruise Missile, and it's one of my favorite songs. I really like instrumental music. I mean, I like pretty much all music, but I definitely prefer instrumentals, I think. He like charged at me. But yeah, so Steve Morse is a guitarist mostly from the 80s. I think he's still performing, but he just had very, very long, incredibly long, beautiful blonde hair.
Yeah, I'm seeing like...
and this was like...
It's not even that long in his recent stuff.
No, because like he's older now. He's probably like 60 or something, but
some people go bald.
Mistakes. Oh no.
Some people go bald when they get old. He just stops growing hair as quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, like...
So when you watch this guy perform, you know, he's looking down a little bit because he's playing his awesome guitar, but he just had this incredible hair. Or even someone like Bon Jovi or something, like, just 80s hair. And that's every time Graveyard would be... okay, I think I need to spin a little bit now.
Well, just... let your chickens back you up. Your porcupine
is just
gonna do...
I totally agree with everything you're saying. I am just not that capable. Most of focusing. Most of my success is accidental, but yeah. So when Graveyard would be grazing or whatever, bullets. Not my friend. Very bad at these. Okay.
You're doing just fine.
Okay. I almost rolled into it. I keep repeating myself because I can't finish a sentence. Whenever Graveyard would bend down to eat, I need to get rid of these guys. His mane would fall down around his head, and it just made me think of old rockers. But yeah, so I say Steve Morse just because he had the most incredible hair, but yeah, pretty much any musician in the 80s had pretty long, majestic hair. Okay, gotta use these guys, I guess.
You'll need to actually use the elephant to blow it away.
Oh no! Oh, and then I took a hit.
That's okay.
Oh, but I had the snail, so I'm
those super big guys, the only way you're gonna deal enough damage is if you blow them away. You can beat those the blue ones.
Gosh. I'm getting too confused now.
You're doing just fine. And honestly, the double elephant is like the true champion of this.
I took a hit.
That's okay.
Yeah, actually,
you're almost on wave 20. If you get to wave 20, then you start at wave 10 on your next life.
Oh.
So.
Oh well, now the pressure's on, and I'm definitely gonna die.
You'll be fine. You can take at least one more hit. Get to wave 19.
Okay.
There you go.
But I have to still shoot them. Oh no, I'm gonna take a hit. Oh no.
Just keep blowing them away.
This is so funny. Definitely loving this lineup here.
The multiple elephants is actually...
Oh, that was the wrong one. I gotta do this, because then I...
Just keep switching between blowing them away. There you go. And then shooting eggs at them. Or porcupine quills. But actually, it makes a little more sense to do the egg. Okay, wave 19.
No.
You're doing just fine. Because if you take a hit, everything's going to explode. So you've got that extra advantage. You totally made it. All you have to do is get to wave 20.
Oh no, I took a
You're
hit.
doing just fine. There you go. You got to wave 20.
Oh, well that's nice.
Nice job. Oh man, we're so exuberant in our participation in the game that
I'm
we're
so
actually
glad
starting to clip the audio a little bit.
I got this second elephant. I'm like actually, but yeah, I love
You're like
this little.
invested in it. Honestly, I think you could I think you're gonna beat my score.
Well, I've already lost like. Oh no!
It's okay. It's not about. It's not
the
about
code.
getting as far every time. It's about getting set up well enough. Like, this is a really good setup right now. And you've got almost 3,000 gold. So you could get a tentacle and a firefly and...
Oh no! Oh.
Okay. So...
Alright, so let's see.
You could buy a tentacle and a firefly if you wanted.
I think I need here because I need to keep these guys almost opposite. Though now I've kind of messed up my chicken launch.
That's okay, because now you've got more coverage.
Just take your word for it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get,
Oh no!
That's okay.
I didn't mean to do that. No.
So here's my suggestion. Coral?
I'm so bummed.
That's okay.
No, it isn't.
Well, it's not, but
Well,
that's
I still
okay.
have this-
It's okay that it's not okay.
I'm so bummed
You
out.
You could get a cobra in the spot next to, or in that tentacle, or you could get coral and then leave the tentacle, or get a goldfish.
Meh. I'm super bummed. That's really depressing.
Well, hopefully it will balance out. You only have the one elephant now, but
and I have enough stuff. It was just that I was really relying on being able to push those away, and I had a good balance of stuff.
and now you've got your firefly. So your firefly will actually take those guys out a little bit faster, just because of the speed that they shoot.
The thing is now, like, I basically am not going to be using... I gotta stop spinning.
You cannot... Oh! You could blow those guys away when they're shielded, so see... Yeah, you gotta hit the little red things to get rid of their shield.
The thing is, like, I can't pay attention to my... Before, I had it lined up so that, essentially, if I was... Oh my gosh, I'm not going to make it. I'm starting to get really distracted.
That's how it goes.
Oh no. Oh no.
You just have to not... You can't let the panic set in right away, because you're like, I've lost a health,
Well,
so
I have,
I'm doing
like,
worse.
it's so hard to... I'm not even paying attention to any of these. Ugh, alright. This is just...
See, you've just bypassed all the stages of grief, all the way to give up dance.
Because
You're just so sad about that elephant that you're like, what's the point?
It threw me because now I have to relearn an entire lineup, and I am...
Well, I think, for what it's worth, you did a very good job with that lineup. Like...
Well, I did a good job with that lineup. That's why I'm depressed, because now I do not have it.
Well,
and now
but
I don't know what to do. Like,
enjoy the victories
oh,
you've had.
There's no way.
Alright, looks like there are no...
Well, I say...
I mean, you've got one life,
I
might
do
as
have
well.
another life. Alright, I'll do one more.
If you
should
could
I get another porcupine?
I say yes, and then replace maybe the...
Cobra shoots fast. I think I'll just replace the elephant. Can I?
Yeah.
Because I don't have them on either side.
Your strategy is a little
Yes,
muddled.
then I have Because if you have it kind of evenly spaced, then basically any direction that I'm turning, I
That
can
makes
rely
sense.
on it. And now it's like I have too many different things to focus on.
That actually... Looking at your setup, you've got, you know, the offset chickens, the offset porcupines. So you
That just works better for me. Like, you know me. I can pay attention to many different things as long as I have a list and nobody is there to witness my failures.
I'm here to witness your failures.
How dare you?
You know, it never occurred to me, I don't even need to be, like, looking at the gameplay screen. I
do that all the time, yeah.
But then there's that...
Oh, I see. You have to hit them to decloak them. Okay. I couldn't...
Yes.
I never realized what that meant because it didn't... I was expecting it to just decloak them immediately, but I understand now. Okay. I'm learning. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah! Okay. Well, that's okay. Wait, I started at the beginning?
Because you didn't get back to wave 20.
I just assumed that from now on I'd start at... Well, that's okay. This is super fun, I have to say, but I'm pretty bummed out. Not gonna lie.
I think now that you've had your crash course,
oh gosh. Oh,
you know, there is the element of luck in it. Man, there's an element of luck in what shows up, but I think that you did pretty good for very first time, you know, like, and that's really, like, nobody's gonna expect that you're just gonna win Endless Ocean or get, you know, get all the way to wave 50 or whatever right away. But it does seem like this has been helpful because you're in the same map and you get to get into the zone. You don't have to leave the level
well, and the
periodically.
spinning certainly, especially early on, because I don't have as many, Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
The porcupines are actually really good for those because they have a better chance of hitting those little nodes.
I gotcha.
The chickens are too, but the porcupines in particular have the spread that means that they'll basically inevitably be hit.
I enjoy the spinning, though early on, if you only have the one, that's definitely not going to be useful. Oh.
You're doing just fine. See, you're already almost back up to wave 20.
Okay.
The porcupines, I think that this is the beginning of a very long-lasting friendship with porcupines.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like the eggs. You could use them, you could have an entire, basically nothing but porcupines, and you'd do really well. Okay,
yeah.
Bugger off now. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Go away!
Oh,
what?
You exploded a treasure chest.
Oh no!
I thought you had gotten health.
Oh. Hey. Oh.
There you go. You're at a good angle.
Oh no! I didn't even realize I was looking at something else. Oh.
It is.
It's so stressful.
If I had $1 for every time I thought you were intentionally hitting a stealthed enemy or dodging a bullet,
you'd be able to buy me a Coke.
I would be able to afford another 88 copies of Octogeddon.
It just is good game design, really. I mean, it
just goes back to that.
Okay, so that's decloaked. Am I even hitting anything?
You know, honestly, I think that because for those of you watching, this is coming up, you know, the next day after the last episode, where Ann normal mode. I was like,
I made it to level 20 though.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you encouraged me to get the.
Now you'll need to focus on that guy, otherwise he'll cause you some problems.
I don't have. Oh no!
That's like as soon as you see it, you'll basically need to start focusing on it. Obviously, it's not always going to balance that way.
I can do anymore. Well, At least they're all
At
dead.
least I lost my pride.
At least they're all dead now.
But yeah, like...
That's alright, though. It's pretty fun, like...
you having a chance to, like, to stop playing for a little while, has certainly made a difference. Actually, like, because I can tell you're playing a lot more consistently. There's a lot more about the enemies and the stuff you're doing that you remember. Like, the chaos isn't overwhelming you right away.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, bummer.
Well, you got to wave 23. Good job.
That's not too bad, I guess.
That's
Ooh,
pretty...
that makes me, watching that float around made me, like...
seasick?
Yeah, I felt like everything was moving. That's so funny.
Well, what do you say? Are you up for another one next time?
Yeah, I enjoy this game.
Awesome.
I don't know, it is really overwhelming. I do, like you said, I do wish there was endless cities because, you know, they present their own challenges. And in some ways, I suppose it's almost easier to play, should I spend my shells, by the way, or just...
Oh yeah, do that, because I'm not even sure we can afford anything yet.
Okay.
We need 3,000, and we're about half there.
Well, I don't want to go again. How do I get out of here?
Well, there's not a menu for that yet, so you have to go again, and then go, and then exit out to get to the main menu.
What?
But, well, I mean, we're gonna do another one, so might as well just call it here.
Alright, so thanks for watching, and hopefully you got a kick out of watching me flail and fail.